Item B, approval of minutes. I'll entertain a motion when you're so ready.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Second.
Bingo, bango. Okay, motion second to approve the minutes of March 17th meeting. Any discussion? Discussion, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Barry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes.
Chris.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item C, financial update.
Does that work? Good morning. Oh, there we go. Financial update. The first thing on there is the 2025 year-end report. As you know, I'm sure you guys know as well or better than I do that the finance department has changed to accrual method of accounting, which takes a little bit longer than the end of the year to reconcile everything. So, but prior to this meeting, Christy and her team got that report to me, and that's in your packet. If there is any questions or anything you want to discuss, I would entertain that now.
Okay, any questions for finances? Entertain a motion to approve the financials.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, motion moved and seconded. Any questions, concerns for or discussion? Discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Steve,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
All right, next item on the agenda is the 2025 budget adjustments. There are a few budget adjustments for the regular parks budget. It's very minimal. Three things totaling $17,000. Electricity at Coteray, water sewer at Coteray both went up, and then the one other, the larger one of the three was property maintenance at Epping Springbrook, and that was our annual maintenance plan with LG Sonic. So those are the three budget adjustments for the general budget for Williams County Parks. For the capital fund budget, we had some bigger adjustment amounts. Yes. We had some bigger adjustments amounts, but just went along with all of our master plan projects. The total adjustment amount for that is about $2.6 million. All of that's in your packet. If there's any questions about any individual items, I would entertain them at this time.
How come the LG Sonic was such an adjustment?
It was an error on my part for not adding it to our budget. When we talked about it before, there's a $10,000 maintenance plan to the first year they did it for free. After that, there's a $10,000 maintenance plan to take care of everything, and it was an error on my part not putting it in our budget when we did it originally.
I hate to tell you that makes me feel better because I thought, did they just raise their price out of the clear blue by $10,000? That
Nope.
seemed a little excessive.
No, but actually today, as part of their plan today, they're here today for free on their expense, their travel, everything to help us get them back in the water, get everything set up. Okay. They're here at no cost as part of that plan as well. But yep, that's an error on my part when we did the budget, that I didn't include that as part of our maintenance.
Do those buoys actually measure moisture in snowfall too when they're out there?
Well, they're not out in snow. We move them in.
Are they putting them out like in the next couple days?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. We'll see today. The guy lands today at noon or at 11:30. He's going right to Epping Springbrook. My guys are already out there right now, kind of getting ready for him, prepping for him. Ben White is out of town today, so he wasn't able to help me today. Game and Fish was busy this morning, or they're available today. I think they're gonna swing out at about 3:00 to try to help us get them in the water if we're ready for them. If not, Game and Fish is going to come back on Friday and put them in. We'll just anchor them near shore or attach them to shore somewhere close and float them and wait for them, and then we'll just pull them out. So yeah, and one other thing, since we are talking about it, I'll just mention it too. We've had movement of two things. So Ben is working on the dive team coming back and moving them back into place. It's about 150 to 200 pounds of weight under the water that they have to float and then move back to their correct spot. But Ben's working on getting the dive team to do a training exercise and get that moved for us. So, but yeah, that was my error for not putting it in our budget.
Okay, motion to approve those budget adjustments.
So moved and authorize the chairman to sign.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve those budget adjustments. Any discussion? Discussion. Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Brad,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes. Looks like March 26th financial report.
Yep. 26. The report for the 2026 March financial report is in your packet. I'll entertain any questions or comments you guys may have.
Move to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Brad.
Thank you. Moved and seconded to approve March financials. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Corey,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Motion passes. New business Blacktail Dam seasonal campsites.
Blacktail Dam seasonal campsites. We had 10 people fill out our online form. Since then, 3 people had not sent in their checks as of Thursday morning. They were due Thursday at the end of workday. I did. Yep, I have that one counted. Yep, I did contact all 3 of the people that had not. Well, actually, 4 people at that time had not had their checks in. I contacted all 4 of them. One of them got their check over. I was planning on getting it in that other day. 2 of them decided they were no longer interested and passed. And the third one, I never heard back from. I contacted multiple times via email and phone call and text and never heard back. So I assume they're not interested anymore. So we have 7 total and 5 spots.
Seven total and 5 spots.
Anybody have questions about that? When do you draw names for that soon or right now?
Right now.
Okay. Do you have something, Corey?
Well, I guess in the past when we had it this close, we've just kind of added spots, but maybe since we're not fully open, maybe that's not a thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm open-minded to some discussion. I mean, I can see. I know we've added, when we've had 6 before, we've added 1 more. I in my brain, I knew you guys would probably bring this up. I mean, I can also make the argument that, not counting our group sites, we only have 28 RV sites, and if we give 7 of them, 25% of them are seasonal sites. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. I mean, how would you do at Little Beaver Bay? How many total sites and how many seasonal?
we have, we get to do 45%, so we have 31 sites that are seasonal.
I don't know. I mean,
That's the core regular. Have up to 45.
Well, we don't want to lock up all of Blacktail either for the summer. I mean, for people that want to be able to just go out and spend the weekend.
Yeah.
Brad, what do you think?
No, it'd be wonderful to have everybody be regular out there, but yeah, it would be. I think that would be detrimental, especially since people have been waiting a year to get out there to start camping again. So I think we should probably entertain as many people as we can. It'd be nice to open up those extra ones and have them, but I really think we should open it up. And keep as many sites for weekend campers as we can for now. And maybe in the future we could look beyond that.
How many will we be adding when the other side's done? I mean, will there be more sites?
we will add 5 more RV sites with hookups at the beach.
Right. And so are we planning on adding a couple of permanent ones there next
It's
year? We
something-
don't know.
Well, I would be open-minded to that. What we have talked about is we know we want to have some of those, at least 2, if not 3 of those beach sites be seasonal. So I don't think it would be a stretch to add a few more. I don't think that would be a big deal to add a few more than what we got, because we already know we want some of those beach ones to be seasonal sites.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Any other questions about that? Seeing none, let the lottery commence.
So, like I said, we have 5 sites. You can see the ones we have identified. We will sites number 5, 8, 16, 20, and 25, and we will just go in order. Lindsay will bring up her little wheel, and we'll spin the wheel, and whoever comes in first will get site 5, and we'll move on from there.
I just love this.
Yeah, this is maybe our highlight of our year. All right, Lindsay, let's go
Ladies and
spin the
gentlemen,
wheel.
it's Las Vegas Day at the
So
park
site
board.
5.
Is it Andrea?
Yes. She's a regular at Epping Springbrook, and she knows Epping's closed. She spends a lot of time at Epping Springbrook, so she was planning ahead. So this would be for site number 8.
Are these sites in the packet that I can see them?
We have a winner.
What's the first one on Sandacre?
What's the first what? Oh, name?
Yeah,
Oh, David.
David Sandacre.
Oh, Annie.
Who's the name on that one?
Annie.
Annie?
Yep.
I think we should be Chris Bottom.
I mean,
Just saying. I'm asking that.
the magic wheel just decides for us.
Oh, wow.
That's Chuck. And then the last one will be for site 25. I mean, I'm just going to say I'm not that it matters to me, but that's Brad Peterson. Brad's had a seasonal site every year we've done it. I think he's the only one that has done that. He's the only one that's applied, and he's gotten it every year.
Jeremy, do we have signage that goes in front of those sites that say they're seasonal? So there's no arguments, no questioning why those people are there all the time.
We don't, but we will make sure we do that. That is a great idea.
I think that would work real well. Yeah.
Are we gonna what?
Brad, we'll just put your phone number on that sign if there's an issue. All right.
I don't think so.
You
They
got
all-
it.
they all are.
And I'll have call forwarding to your number.
Okay. Congratulations to those full season campers. I guess moving on to Epping Springbrook Dam.
So two things on here. First, there is in Epping Springbrook Dam, the property itself is pretty broken out a little weird. Not only the property we're on, but also like the lake itself. And there is one section of land that is owned by the Water Resource Board. That's right in the middle of the campground at Epping Springbrook Dam. At the last water board meeting, the water board made a motion and approved to give that piece of land to the county parks. So that just cleans that up. It's a piece we're going to maintain, we're going to use, we always have. So they're in the process. That paperwork's in there. Do they need to sign something, Karen?
No, they don't know what sign it until the water board approves all of the documents, really. So yeah, so we'll have to bring it back to the park board. Really.
Okay. Yep. So that's coming down the board. Just that they're going to give us that piece of land, and then the other thing on there is the lease across the way at the other side. They've held that. They've normally done cattle grazing out there. It was Trevor Sorensen a long time. Trevor Sorensen on his own opted out to not do it beginning this year. And at that point I said, hey, what can we do to get that over to Williams County Park? So we don't, the big point is we don't want it to be we don't want grazing on there. Our goal is to clean that lake up. So they've offered to lease it to us. They had been charging for grazing on there approximately $1,400, a little more than $1,400 for leasing out there. They've made an offer to us that they would lease it to us for $1,000 a year for 5 years. They would obviously we wouldn't be able to make any improvements without talking to them. They're still the landowner, but they are interested in working with us in the future and want to continue to make it a nice area for Williams County. So, but they're still working on that, and we will just want to give you an update that that's where we're at. There is some paperwork in there right now as the direction we're going, but Karen and I will get you the final paperwork when we get there.
So just random thought. This egg drone guy that's coming out to my place this week has it's got a dry spreader box on it. And I'm going to have him spread some cover crop stuff out on native range. But I was just thinking that might be a good use of that riparian area. If we could drone spread something that would build a good buffer and build that right next to the water point, that would be kind of neat.
As soon
So
as
think of some sort of cover crop blend you could spread there.
Yeah, as soon as you mentioned it, Tom, I heard you say that, and I was already thinking the same.
Oh, you're
things.
welcome to come out too. I'll get some more details when he's coming.
That'd be great. Yeah, this obviously, is not exactly my first area expertise, but I have definitely heard about drone spreading, and specifically, the things I've gone to is cover crops. So I think that'd be a great opportunity for some of us to look into out there.
With that
Just
cover
a
crop,
question, Mr. Chairman, for Jeremy. Be interesting to track if there's less algae bloom
Hmm.
Yeah,
based on this new
exactly.
arrangement. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Right. And then now we just work upstream with, Craig Moen's next, and work up Stony Creek and just keep working up until we can try to fence out, water up, cover crop, whatever we can do all along Stony Creek.
Makes you think twice about Blacktail too, on what's around there and the pastures.
Hmm. Yeah, and they have a different situation with that oil spill back, or that saltwater spill back, whatever it was, over 10 years ago. Now they have some funding for different things, and I think that's just something
Yes.
that the association and myself just need to continue working with the Soil Conservation District, because I'm sure I'm with Brad and a lot of the people that live out at Blacktail. It was not the cleanest water last year, and we haven't had a ton of moisture this year. I mean, I'm definitely concerned
Mhm.
about Blacktail and all of our dams this year for how that's gonna turn out. Hmm.
Okay. Looks like item E, discussion on the paddlefish.
I just want to remind you that Williams County Parks is working with a lot of other divisions in Williams County to help out with paddle fishing coming up on May 1st. Our major area is parking control and shuttles. So we have a good group. I know that in the past, last year, I know Tom and his crew helped out, and Vector and their crew helped out, and I know they're open-minded to helping out again this year. Also got a strong group that's from the local Lions Club are going to volunteer and drive shuttles. Just excited to keep making that a little bit better and a little bit better.
Does that Lions Club group have? Are they aging out on having their driver's license anymore?
Well, a couple of them might be getting.
As a former member,
Yeah, as you know, I've been a member of that Lions Club for over 20 years, and I'm not the youngest guy, but I'm still on the younger end. So, but it's a good group, and they help out a lot, and they're excited to. I had a couple of them help last year. I think 3 or 4 came out, and every one of them had a good time, and they went back and spread it on. And now they've made it an event of theirs. They've ordered Lions Club work vests that they're all going to wear, so people know that they're working and they're still safe. So yeah, I think it's going to be one they're taking ownership of.
All right, 2026 park staffing.
Just so you guys know, just an update. Nathan, who has been the staff that's worked out from Tioga, a teacher there. He's the only staff I don't have coming back. All my other staff is coming back, and then I was able to add two college kids. College kids are great and not so great. They're great because I need strong backs. I got a group of guys that are a little bit older that are my core that get my stuff done, but I need strong backs too. And so it's nice to have those college kids. The bad thing is, they're the last to start and the first to go. So I always only get them for 2 to 3 months at the most. But like I said, everybody back, and except for Nathan, who's, we're going to work on McGregor and how we're going to handle that. Still, so I've been reaching out to people I know in Tioga, trying to say, hey, you got anybody? Got anybody? Yeah, and I talk, I know the people at I know some people at the schools, the athletic director and the principal, and I always put out, hey, you gotta, I'd love to get two kids, two kids that just graduated out of Tioga, that could work together. Give them a truck, and I mean, Coda Ray is closer to Tioga than it is Williston. I mean, they could help out with more than McGregor. So I keep working that angle. That's the only thing I'm really interested in hiring at this point. We have a good crew. I'm excited. I think we'll have a good year.
Okay. Moving item F, Epping Springbrook Dam.
So at our special meeting, we approved the GMP for Epping Springbrook Dam. My guys have already started doing the demo work they need to do, which isn't a lot, but removing picnic tables, removing fire pits, some signage. We have some vault toilets we're taking out, and then we have the same vault toilets in other bathrooms. And there's specifically doors. We take the doors off them because doors get banged up and we can reuse them, and they're super expensive to buy when we just got there. So my guys are going through and salvaging the things we need off Epping before they come through. But I would guess that in the month of May they'll be mobilizing and moving fast. So excited to get that going. The next one on there is Blacktail Dam. Blacktail Dam, everything that, the main campground that we're hoping to do, everything's just getting finished up. We had those shelters that needed to put in, and those are in and look good, and they're almost done with all of that. Obviously the two other things we need, or the one other thing we need, is landscaping. I tell everyone, hey, Blacktail looks really great in it right now. It's going to look even better in a year when we have grass. And then 3 years from now, when our trees are growing in, will look even better. So we're just going to be a little patient on that. But as far as the main campground, pretty much all they have left to do is landscaping, and then also to clean it up. Like right now, when you go by, there's a lot of runoff because there was not grass, so dirt ran off. The sidewalks are covered in dirt and all that. And Jay Dunn will do a good cleanup before they hand it off to us. But everything's, if not on schedule, ahead of schedule for that. I know that, and then as far as the other two areas they need to work on, the beach and the primitive area in the northwest corner. They're May 1st. They're going to get going and get after it. So that'll get done. I did spend yesterday with our architect walking every inch of the trails they put in. And we went through and evaluated some things. Biggest thing as far as erosion, there's sections where we go up and down and we have switchbacks and it's kind of steep, and we've identified places where we could have washouts, and how are we going to try to fix them now? We know that, again, same deal. There are areas that we ripped out a lot of grass and a lot of vegetation, and that helps with erosion. And when that grows back, we'll be in better shape. But in the meantime, and we also know there's definitely areas where you look at it and that's just where the water runs. So we have to figure out something. So we went out, and Carter and I and Brett, our architect, went and walked every inch of the trail yesterday and identified, hey, what can we do? What are the easy things can we do? What are the real problems we have to address? So still not just satisfied with saying they did it and it's done. We want to make sure we get it right now so we don't have problems in the next couple of years. So yep, that's Blacktail Dam. I mean, excited. I think we'll have no problem being open by Memorial Day, getting soon within the next couple of weeks, getting our reservation system open. People can start reserving, and really excited to get people out camping out there. I think people are going to be happy out there.
Jeremy,
So that brings us to our.
question.
Oh, sorry.
Question on those trails. Did you get signage and posts up and so on to attempt to keep ATVs and so on off of the trails and
Nope.
motorcycles?
Brad, we ordered a whole bunch of signs, and they just came in at the end of last week. That was
Okay.
the other thing we evaluated when we walked through, specifically talking about off-road vehicles. In the short term, I think I've said before, in the long term, my goal is the entire inner loop. On the road on the inside, I'd like to get split rail fence going all the way around. We know that's going to take some time. I think, and in the meantime, we're going to but we have to address off-road vehicles going out, potentially damaging our trails in the meantime. So we identified areas yesterday where there's 2-track now, where people are using it, and we're going to go through and closer to the road and maybe multiple spots on that one stretch of 2-track. We're going to go out and we're going to put green fence posts, and we're going to put orange snow fence, and we're going to put signs up that say no motorized vehicles. And we're
And
going
if
to
you
start.
need if you need volunteers, don't hesitate to ask. We can maybe put some together. Um, Lastly, before I forget it, the Game and Fish, their so-called fence that they put up that's just thin wire. Has anything been done on that?
You're talking about over by the dam, east of the dam there.
Yes. Yep.
They did put reflective tape up on the wire and on the posts themselves. But we also, but talking to Game and Fish, we both also agree that we need to make them a little more visible and put a little more things up. So it's on our list. We've talked about it. We know we want to get that done.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
they did go through and put reflective tape up on everything. But even still, you're right. Like those, they're it's basically like what do you call it? Like it's a wire, long wire, and they're long stretches. It's not 20 feet.
Yeah.
It's long stretches. So it'd be, I mean, I could see someone jumping off road on whether it be a snowmobile or a 4-wheeler and not seeing it. So it's something that
Yes.
Game and Fish I've talked about. We know we gotta make it a little more visible.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, and I will say, Brad, I got the same, as far as you say, asking about volunteers to help. I got the same kind of reaction last night when Blacktail Dam had an association meeting last night at the library. I attended it. They always let me speak first, and then I answer questions, and then I leave and they do whatever. So, but I did bring up the trails, and I did bring up, that it was my intention to try to keep, motorized vehicles off that interior side, and overwhelmingly, I felt that was supported by that group. I'm not gonna say everybody did. I think there were some people who maybe has kids and enjoy their kids being able to do that, but they didn't. I mean, I think so, but I think overwhelmingly they support it, and overwhelmingly I got the impression that there would be people that would be willing to help me what I need to do to accomplish that goal. So,
Okay. Good.
Yep. Okay, Blacktail Dam Community Building.
So we have in your packet we have the proposal for the community building at Blacktail Dam. As we said all along, that was when we did our master plan originally. That was never a specific part of it. It was listed as a potential addition, ad alternate, whatever you may want to call it. We've worked hard to get it in because we think it's an important building for not only for to continue to make Blacktail act the way it has in the past, but also if it's a goal to try to increase our seasons on opportunities thing we can do. Having a building where we can indoor makes us stretch our shoulder seasons to be able to have more events. Makes ice fishing events and outdoor events a lot better when you have a nice warm place to be able to go into and break the cold. And then also, like I said, all the other community things they do, whether that's their Sunday morning breakfast or a birthday party or whatever it may be. Couple things, that came up in that meeting. There's no, like before, there's been some question about like who owns the building. There's no question. This is William County Parks building. It's not owned by the association. It's not run by the association. It's our building. We work together so they can accomplish some of the goals they want, but it's our building to run and manage and own, assuming we build it. Where I know in the past there's some of those buildings, it's who owns it, how does it work, whatever. So the building itself, like I said, we worked hard to get it within budget for our overall budget. We had been planning all along. Lindsay and I had been looking at a number of trying to keep it under 1.5 million, and we had to work to get there. 4 months ago, that building was over $2 million, and we made adjustments and worked to get it down to the number we wanted to be. I'll be honest with you. I don't understand how a 2,500 square foot building can cost $1.5 million. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. But I can also understand that it's not just a building. We have a substantial parking lot. We have a patio. We have concrete. We have sidewalks. We do have other things. And I do think it's a really nice building, and I do think it will serve our purpose. So the guaranteed maximum price they gave us is written on there, is in our packet. From memory, I think it's $1.57 million. Now we'll entertain any questions you guys might have on that.
So the 1.5, it's not the 1.686. I mean, I'm apparently not reading it right on this sheet.
Yeah, I see in the
One-
purple it says 1.75.
Right.
Oh, that is that on our overall master plan spreadsheet?
It
you
is,
looked
but
at?
it's listed as Blacktail Dam Building.
On the very far right. So does that include? I'm pulling it up on my computer right now. Does that include the 88,000 that we paid for the architectural?
Yep.
fee? So that's 88,000 of it went right away to, we agreed with that a long time ago that we're gonna have them design it, and then we'll decide if we want to buy it or not. So that, I mean, yes. I guess that is part of the building, but I guess in my mind it wasn't new money.
So it's 1.57, right? 1,570,000.
So
Before-
and then the other
before
amount
the
in there is
ADA.
that Lindsay and I have $100,000 held in there for anything else we may need. So some things that would be in there for sure: fridge, freezer, stove, washer, dryer. We don't have a grill.
So with the 100 for furnishings, the 88 with the architecture, that brings that to 175.
Correct.
Okay.
And then so the building that we would the agreement we would get into with JE Dunn would be the 1.57, 88 for the design, and then up to $100,000 budgeted for furnishings. What were some of the things? I know, like we talked about, if we decide we want to do keyless entry, with fobs, that would not be included in the construction of the building. That'd be something we'd have to do as a furnishing. Like I said, appliances are the big other one. And then tables and chairs, a grill. We don't have a grill on there. We want to get a grill. But construction of itself, the contract we'd get with JE Dunn would be the 1.57 million.
in the,
Assuming you need approval for the GMP.
Correct. Yes.
Does it fit in the budget?
It does. So if you look at our budget, if you look overall, like I said, our original budget we were working at, we were before we changed number, we had that, Lindsay and I had that number at just under 1.5 million. So we are, and I'm talking about compared to the 1.57. We always had the 100,000 in additionally. We always had the 88,000 in there additionally too. So we're still our overall number. Last time when I came to you, with where we were at with our number, we were right at that $30 million. When you look at that total on the bottom in the black line, total estimated Parks Master Plan, we were just right around that $30 million. And now with the addition of this building and the above from what we had before, we're at 30.203. And our overall budget, the total amount of money we have is $335. So we're still under that amount. Still the goal is still to be all done and be done with everything and still have a few $1 million, whether that's for fairgrounds or for something else. Still think
Well, it won't be hard to find a place to spend
No,
it. I'm
no,
sure there are
no.
lots of ideas.
Yeah, right. But that's still my goal. My goal is to make sure when we're done with this, I don't spend all 35
Well, 34.9.
Good work. I mean, yeah, that's good.
So
Um,
I would make a motion to approve the maximum guaranteed price from J Dunn for the Blacktail Dam Building.
Brad
Okay.
seconds.
Thank you, Brad. So moved and seconded to approve the Blacktail Dam Community Building GMP. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Barry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes.
Chris.
Yes.
Motion passes. Okay, item
just
G, go
real
ahead.
quick, just and the intention of that is that they will start that building right away, and it will be open and ready to go in 2027.
Awesome. That sounds good.
So tomorrow we can expect Nick's out there?
Yeah.
No. Okay. We'll swing by, see who's there.
Have some lunch ready. Item G, Epping Springbrook Dam.
I got parks update. If there's any other parks we can talk about that we haven't, we certainly can. But I have just a few things with Epping Springbrook Dam. I mentioned already. I talked about the LG Sonic, so I won't go back through that again. Another thing, just that that isn't ideal for our timing, but it is, and I want to make sure this board knows, is that the Water Resource Board is going to have to do some improvements to some maintenance to the dam, and it looks like they're going to be doing that in 2027. They're still working on it. I think they've hired an engineering firm to figure out what work they have to do. But just so we're aware, unfortunately for our timing, there's a reasonable chance that they're going to lower the dam next summer. So while it's our summer to open up our brand new park out there, it's their summer to lower the dam to do dam maintenance. So just so we're aware, that's not a for sure thing, but it's not a for sure thing. I think that it gets done in 27, but it's pretty close to a for sure thing that it's going to get done real soon. So, and I think, am I correct, Beth? They're currently got an engineer working on that, figuring out what they need to do.
Yeah, the same thing happened 16 years ago, 10 years ago, I apologize. And we lowered the dam 18 feet, the lake 18 feet. And it's probably going to happen again. There's weep holes and stuff in the structure that has to be taken care of for the integrity of the dam. They figure they're looking at probably 1.1, maybe 1.2 million to do the repairs. Last time was like 900 and some thousand.
So my question is, how do I find the smart person that tells me how do we use this to our advantage to make the water quality better?
That and beach development and any other work you could do.
Yeah.
Yep, in the shoreline next year. Yep.
Yeah, if you need to rip wrap anything, there isn't much boat traffic to worry about causing, unless you do have an area of runoff that's heavy or something.
But we know there's enough wind to get that water moving too. But yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about it, but we just have to look at what advantages, how we can take advantage of the situation and improve our property. But I just want to make sure you guys knew that that was a thing.
If just curiosity, if they're going to drop it 18 feet, or they did last time, how deep is it?
It's pretty deep in the middle.
More than 18 feet.
When you get out into the,
Thank you.
It's well over 30, and when you get out like in the middle of the big main part of the lake, well over 30. I don't think it's still 40.
Do they net any fish out, or no? Okay, well, I was just curious.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're going to run out of room.
Okay. Any other questions quickly for Epping?
The only other thing, and I apologize for not having it in the packet or the agenda. I do have what is it called? Oh, I do have an easement from Rural Water. As part of them bringing water to us, they need permission to be able to, have an easement to be able to do construction or do maintenance on the water line when it comes. Karen has not seen this either, so I don't know how you want to proceed. It's pretty standard, but at the same time, I know we want Karen to look at it before anything. I mean, if you guys are willing, I would like to consider a motion where you approved the chairman to sign it pending Karen's approval.
So moved.
Okay. Second. Thank you, Steve. Second. Motion to have Karen approve that agreement and authorize the chairman to sign. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Steve?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Bo?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Jeremy. Looks like item H, next meeting, May 19th. Nobody has anything else. We will adjourn.